Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Welcome to Wine Style, JCB Wine Style. I'm with my friend, the famous Patrick Mulfair. Patrick, let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers. So exciting to be with you today in your beautiful world. Dear friends, we are with the famous Patrick Mulfair. He's the senior merchant at Sam's Club, one of the biggest organizations in the world, fabulous friends. And we're here to tell you about bubbles, about wine, and to have a great discussion about how this amazing relationship started. But Patrick, how does it feel to be part of such a great organization as Sam's Club?
It's fantastic. I mean, the opportunities to just grow wine sales, to educate members, to just, take them from the beginning all the way through and just help them mature their palates throughout the way, especially with some great JCB wines and all the different wines that we have. People really are just on that journey to a better place.
And tell us why and how you became such a mature, experienced, and expert wine taster.
I don't know about the expert and all that, but I started way back working in restaurants, and I opened up a Fleming's Prime Steakhouse and Wine Bar, and really fell in love with wine there. We went through tasting so many different wines and had classes all the time. And a couple different restaurants that I worked at had classes, and they brought in professionals, and things were just, it was such an amazing time. And then coming out to California for the last few years and going to all the amazing wineries that are out there, spending time with you, spending time with your winemakers. I mean, you guys just open up my palate and open up my senses so much more every day.
Well, which is so exciting, and thank you for saying that. But the excitement comes too into bringing to the world of Sam's Club, one of the most amazing organizations in the world, such wonderful wines. I mean, what a pleasure it must be.
It really is amazing. And I've used the relationships through a lot of years being in the business to bring wines to Sam's Club that Sam's has never had the opportunity to have. So it's been a really neat experience. And, it truly is all about relationships.
Well, talking about this, let's have a little toast.
Yes, sir.
And I'm so excited. You have two hands as God gave you two. What do you have in your left hand and what do you have in your right hand?
So in my left hand is the JCB number 69. And
I love it. That's the one I signed for you with love.
Yes, sir. And
I
then
signed for you and your lovely wife, indeed.
in my right hand is this new fantastic Unity Cabernet.
So, Patrick, one, I want to thank you. And two, I want to say to the world how excited I am to have a friend like you who recognized what we were doing with JCB Unity and how important it is not only for you, but for all the people that come to Sam's Club to endorse this amazing wine. So tell us why this wine is so meaningful to you, besides the wine itself. And dear friends, we will tell you what we're drinking, but there's a message in the bottle that is so powerful.
So even before George Floyd and the tragedy of George Floyd's murder and everything that was going through, I was already looking to represent. Sam's Club has such a diverse member group, but if you really go back into wine, it's typically white men, and that's about it. So I was out looking for diversity, whether it was women, whether it was people of color. I wanted to bring in some diverse brands to share with the members so they could have something from, that they would recognize. And so from there, I had already reached out and spoke with Phil Long, who's the the president of the Association of African American Vintners. And I was scrolling through on your website one day and I saw the Napa Valley Unity Cab and how you were, donating proceeds to Wine Unify and to the African American Vintners Association. So, spark in the head, and I'm like, hey, Jean-Charles, can we do something like this at Sam's Club? And what can we do to help out? I was looking around on the website and I saw the Napa Valley Unity that you had, and I was like, hey, Jean-Charles, can we do something like this at Sam's Club?
And what did I say? Of course, Patrick.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Well, dear friends, what is so exciting, I got to tell you, is to have friends like Patrick Mulfair, who runs one of the most amazing organizations in the world, who calls you and say, I love what you've done. Let's do it together. So I'm very pleased to tell you all, dear friends, from all around the world, before you knew it, we had a check of $30,000 that went automatically to Wine Unify and the African American Foundation as well. And we contributed immediately to them through the proceeds of the first wine. So now, thanks to Patrick, we're going for big, very big numbers. We're going for 7 times that amount. It's going to be enormous because thanks to Patrick, we're going to be able to find this great wine that we make, which is a California Cabernet, which is rich and powerful and opulent and long finish and with a beautiful meat palate, a wine that is very seductive with a lot of power from California. And you're going to be able, all of you, to contribute thanks to the purchase of this wine. So Patrick, tell us more about this wine and why you like it so much.
This was amazing. And actually it was really neat working with you and your winemaker, because you sent samples over and we were able to, change it up a little bit and make sure that this blend truly is a unified blend for Cabernet. I mean, it is truly that dark, that deep, that I still can taste it on my mouth now. And it's been a few minutes since I've had my last sip. The finish is just so long and lingering. It's a beautiful wine. And again, what makes it even more beautiful is that you are out there helping people through Wine Unify and the Association of African American Vintners. They're 2 great nonprofit organizations that are going to do wonderful things for minorities in the wine business.
And why, to you, it is so important to encourage minorities in the business?
So my mom adopted a little boy. He was probably 2 weeks old when she got him. His mother had smoked crack 20 minutes before he was born. From there, he was a Black baby, and just the looks that I got when I was walking with my mom, or the looks I got when I was out in public, like, oh, are you the big brother, charity for this little kid kind of thing. And the fact that this kid is so amazing and has overcome so many things in his life. But he still has so many things being held against him because of the color of his skin. We're way past that. Like, why in the world are we still dealing with this? We've got to bring it front and center. We've got to move it forward. We cannot just sit back and keep allowing these injustices to happen over and over. And I want to be part of the change. I try to understand it. I can't understand everything that everyone goes through, but I want to do everything that I can to change.
Well, we so much are in synergy. We believe the family table, the round table, the dinner table, the lunch table, the breakfast table should never have any differences coming from skin color to religion to any of this, and even sex preference. People should be welcome with wine and love life, love each other, and bring people together. This wine, dear friends, is meant to bring unity and to be inclusive and to welcome diversity. This is what it's all about.
Most definitely. And, you know, make sure your table has some diversity to it. You know, don't just let that person be your friend at work. Have them over for dinner. Have them over for Thanksgiving. Have them over for Christmas. You never know how you can change somebody's life. Unity.
Patrick, this is so well said. Unity. Unity, 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 baby. I want to thank you, Patrick, so much for being such an entrepreneur in your field, such a forward thinker. Thanks to this wine, Patrick, we're going to raise hundreds and thousands of dollars throughout the United States to help those two organizations you've mentioned and to help people. And that's the bottom line of it, is to help transform life and to help communicate the value of life through others and through diversity and to bring together unity to this world.
Yes, sir. I mean, I think that I want to thank you for, you know, even allowing me to bring the idea, and there wasn't even, okay, let me go talk and let me go talk to this and that and blah, 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 and see what we can do. You were like, yes, immediate yes. And then we'll work out the details on the backside, but let's go.
Absolutely. Well, Patrick,
that just meant the world.
Well, that means the world, and congratulations to you to bring it to all the wonderful members of Sam's Club and to all of us from the wine country for you to bring unity to the world.
You too, sir. Cheers.
Cheers.